Senator Godwin Akpabio, the Senate President, talks about how the federal government allocated 30 billion naira to every state in Nigeria. This money amounts to over 1 trillion naira within the last few months in order to cushion the effects of hunger and the economic hardship that the government brought upon her own citizens. Many Nigerians begin to call on the federal government to explain what the Senate President actually said during the plenary. But before I even bring the response from the Vice Chairman of the Governors Forum, the Governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, let me quickly let you know that it is very, very wrong, or will I say, it is so bad to note that the number one citizen of the country could not verify his information before spilling them out. This shows the high level of propaganda we have been witnessing and still witnessing in this current APC-led administration. For the number 3 citizen to say an unverified information that 30 billion was allocated to governors to cushion the effect of the economic hardship in the country is so bad of him to do. We remember how he said as they were going for research, when he said that an email was sent to them referring to some money, some packages sent to them for their Christmas break sometime last year. If 30 billion naira was actually allocated to state governors to cushion the effects of the hard economic policy by the federal government, it is the Senate President that is letting the public know about this. But before I go further, watch what Seyi Makinde have to say about this.
I saw the video and I read in the news where the Senate President made a statement. So he said unverified reports show that state governors have received additional 30 billion naira from Federal Inland Revenue Service outside our statutory allocations in the last few months from the federal government to address food security. Please listen to me loud and clear. I can speak for your state, and I can also speak for any of my colleagues, because as the Vice Chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, I know when things are happening. If you want to play politics, we'll keep quiet and say let it slide. But I'm not going to let this slide. FIRS cannot give money to any state. It is not possible. All revenue according to our country goes into the federation account. It is distributed to all tiers of government. The federal government does not give states money. The money in the federation account belongs to all of us. It is not only to the federal government. So if a Senate President, number 3 citizen in this country, will say of verified reports, people are looking at us as leaders. This is the period that we're supposed to give confidence to our people. It is not a period to start playing politics or to start looking for scapegoats.
It is so bad that instead of the federal government to make it public that so amount of money has been disbursed to state and local government in order for them to cushion the effects of the economic or the hardship in the land, it was the Senate President who even said that it's an unverified information. Now, let's look at this. Fighting corruption, comes with this kind of information. Could it be that this money was shared between those governors, of which they may not even be able to account for it? And this may be the reason why this information was not even made public in the first place. Because anything that you have to do with sharing of resources is supposed to be made known to the public. And to that regard, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, said that there's supposed to be a transparency in terms of disbursement of this money, is as much as this policy or this move by the federal government is a welcome development, but then they should make sure that they give Nigerians details to this particular disbursement to enable them follow up promptly. Remember that this money that has been disbursed by the federal government is different from the normal monthly allocation. And as you have heard from Seyi Makinde, he said that every money at the federal level, the federation account, belongs to everybody, not just the federal government alone. And this will now remind us of what happened during the PDP era, where the former governor of Rivers State, as of that time, Rotimi Amechi, raised the question as to how $20 billion got missing from the CBN, which led to the removal of Lamido Sanusi as the CBN governor as of that time. So many questions were asked as to that money and how the governors as of that time pressuring the president to share the money in the federation account as of that time, of which will put Nigeria into the economic quagmire that Nigeria find themselves under Muhammadu Buhari's administration, which spilled to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration with a lot of borrowing that came with it. So what do you have to say about this particular, that the Senate president is making over the state governors, and the state governors are already denying that no money was sent to them? So where is the 1.1 trillion naira shared by the federal government outside the monthly shared allocation? Let's have your take at the comment section. Thank you for watching.